It is hot. It doesn't look hot because it's a little bit overcast right now. It's trading between overcast and sunny, but it has been extremely hot for the last few days. We've been going through a record heat wave in Hanoi. It's gotten up to, the heat index has gotten up to 121 degrees, which is about 50 degrees Celsius. So yeah, it has been record heat for the last week, but we're supposed to get some relief. It's supposed to rain for the next week. This is quintessential monsoon season in Southeast Asia. Pardon the cracked screen. Traveler, what do you want? So the other part of that is I'm still having issues with the bike. And that's another thing that is constant in Vietnam. The bikes are always kept kind of just one step above breaking down. And this poor little Honda Win has so much going wrong with her. I should have taken her in as soon as I got back from Cambodia, but I didn't, and it's been about a month and a half. So now I'm just on the line where I feel unsafe. So I thought I'd show you the things that are going wrong, just in case you happen to be in a position to be riding in Vietnam in the future. So let's take a look. The big thing is that the whole luggage rack snapped off. It's supposed to sit right like this, and I should have known because I was not comfortable in the beginning when I bought the bike and it had been strapped on partially with bungee cords, but I kind of just rolled with the punches, and I've had it repaired once before, whole thing taken off, re-welded, but this time it was just too much. Transporting some water and went over a bump, and then very sad luggage rack kind of flopping on the back. The actual seat is no longer firmly affixed. It's an issue with the bracket that attaches to the suspension here. It just kind of sits in the friction of this nut, and then this guy is falling off because this plate is not the one that's meant for this bike, but they replaced it. Unfortunately, I'm kind of scared of water getting into the battery section, and the last time that I went to the bike shop, they had just fixed it with a zip tie. Okay, which is kind of how they fixed the clutch cable, also with a zip tie, because these nuts get loose and it becomes harder to actually tension the clutch cable. The tension becomes looser, and with the zip ties in the way, I can't actually tighten it. So that's one of the problems that I am running into. Another problem is that my head unit does not always turn on. So when I throw in my key and I turn it to the side, half the time I don't actually get any electrical connection. So when I go to turn it on with the electric start, I got nothing. I can kick start it, but without that, I don't have the luxury of the horn or the lights, blinkers, anything else. And this is fine. Usually you can just pull it back to the side, to the middle, but when you're actually driving, the vibration can loosen it, and then all of a sudden you don't have a horn when you're trying to signal to somebody, and that is dangerous. Problems with the clutch cable tension, and also problems with the front brake that also needs to be retensioned. I got into a little bit of a scuff the other day, laid down the bike. I was trying to brake, and a guy on a bicycle cut me off, and the dirt on the road caused me to lay down the bike and broke my side mirror. Funnily enough, Vietnam is one of the countries where you don't want to use your side mirrors. If you're taught how to ride a bike in any other country, you are always looking, really if you're taught to drive in any other country, you're looking in the rear view mirror, you're looking in the side mirrors. If you're a motorcyclist, you're looking in your side mirrors. But Vietnam is the exact opposite of that. It's because That's just not how traffic works here. Everything behind you can see you and will go around you. So you don't want to pay attention to anything in back of you. What you need to be paying attention to is everything in front of you. Because I guarantee you, in the 5 seconds that you have your eyes off of the direct front of you, as you're checking your mirrors, something will be in your way. It's not just a problem of jaywalking, it's a problem of all of commerce. All of the traffic they're not divided into these neat lines. Everything is going every which way. And if you are not looking in the direction of your movement, there's a very good chance that you're going to make an impact. And I've seen it happen. So even though legally you're required to have these side mirrors, and even though it's a good idea to have the side mirrors, and even though in 10 years traffic will have changed so that everybody uses their side mirrors, right now these are just ornamental. Might as well just turn them like that. Really the only reason why anybody has them is because it's an excuse for not having them, is an excuse for the police to pull you over. Still need to get them replaced. And actually these are two, I don't know if you can see, these are two left side mirrors, because my right one fell off and my guy had one lying around for about 50 cents. All right, air is kind of not staying in my front tire. Might be an inner tube issue. I've had it pumped up. I'll get that fixed. I do love the way she sounds though. My favorite sound in the world.